Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kara and I talk about all things bunny, and today we are actually talking about fish. I have decided to rehome two of my fish, my opal beta and my black tetra. So here we go. So my friend is coming by to pick up Elias and Merryweather to bring home, so it's time to say goodbye and clean up the tank. So I started with unplugging everything, moving any cords out of the way, just cleaning off this shelf where I keep the tank. I laid out some towels in case any water got anywhere, and then it was time to get them out. Elias came out really easy. Merryweather was a little bit more of a struggle, and they're ready to go. Next thing I had to do was take all the water out of the tank and all the ornaments because I am cleaning this all out so I can move Finn over. So I scrubbed down the sides of the tank with some vinegar using a sponge and a toothbrush, and I went over that multiple times to make sure all the yucky stuff was taken care of. Then I started to reassemble the tank and cleaned all the new gravel that I was putting in to get rid of any dust. And I was using two different colors, so I just mixed them together. And now it's time for the fun part, putting together all the plants and ornaments. So I put taller plants in the back, shorter plants in the front, and just made it look how I wanted it to. I am moving Finn's ornaments over with him, so they're not in there just yet. I'm moving them over right before I put him in there. Then I had to start filling the tank back up. I am running the water over my hand to minimize splashing. And then I added all the conditioners and water treatments to make sure all the levels were right for Finn. And then I let the tank run for a little over 24 hours to make sure everything was filtered through. The next thing I had to do was introduce the snails to the tank. I had two new black racer snails, so I let them sit in the water. They sat there for about 5 minutes. And then what I did was I took some water out of the tank and poured it into the bag and let them sit for another 5 minutes to slowly acclimate them to the tank water. Once I was finished with the acclimating process, I put the snails in the tank. Once the snails were in, it was time to get Finn ready. So I took him out of his tank and then moved all the ornaments from his tank that I wanted over into the new tank. And then I did the same process with him that I did with the snails, of letting him sit in the tank and then pouring some water into his cup. I repeated that quite a few times. It took me about an hour, and then I very slowly released him into the tank. And right away he was swimming around and exploring. He seemed quite content in his new space. I hope you guys liked this video, and maybe some of you found it helpful if you're looking to do the same thing. Again, I'm still new to this, I'm still learning, so please let me know any feedback down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!